Alright folks, it seems like the market is kind of shaky because of Snapchat today, and I'm gonna talk in this video about why this might be the case and what it means also for our beloved EV players. If we just scroll through the market here, everything is deep in the red, except for Tesla, which is having a great time, but pretty much everything else is not doing well. And so Snapchat reported yesterday, and it's of course an indicator for the economy as well and for future earnings of the companies. So yeah, they are not looking that great, but the question is whether or not this might actually be a problem dedicated to Snapchat, which is facing big competition like ByteDance, so the Chinese player which is launching TikTok. But of course could be an indication for a slowing down economy. Of course advertisers do less advertising because they think they can get less revenues and profits out of it, so that's quite natural. And so we'll see if this is truly a shock that we should be concerned about or not. But now back to the automotive industry, where today we have big news. Yeah, CEO Herbert Diess is leaving, and yeah, he's the CEO of Volkswagen, of course, and will be succeeded by the guy who's running Porsche. And so we'll see if they stick to electric vehicles and whether or not Herbert Diess, who's been pretty much buddies with Elon Musk in a way, if he joins Tesla in Berlin, we'll see about that. But anyways, of course, Tesla's eating into their margins right now, and the Chinese competitors aren't sleeping either, as you may know from this channel, of course. Speaking of the Chinese players, and I've been posting that one just today also in the Patreon community, so I've seen this since quite a while. It's a couple of days old, and I haven't posted it because it's actually a rumor and it's not verified, so take it with a pinch of salt. But it seems like there was a discussion with XPEV management and automotive experts, and they've been discussing with, I think it seems like with the XPEV management, and so it's been a Q&A, and it's about why XPEV has actually been lowering prices and using new schemes like coupons, credits, and things like that in order to foster sales. And it turns out that it seems that there might be a tiny demand problem there for Xiaopeng, and that's of course concerning not only for Xiaopeng then possibly, but maybe that's the reason why they also discounted Li Auto and NIO in the last couple of days and maybe even weeks. However, I think I'm not too kind of surprised to see that XPEV might be struggling going forward in order to really grow strongly, because they are facing extreme competition, and also at the same time, Tesla is doing quite well. That's, I think, is their main competition, and then also we'll see how well their product is actually in comparison to all the players out there. And then of course they have not got a big margin on their cars, and we'll see how they can weather such kind of a storm. And so yeah, not too confident about XPEV there, but you know my opinion. In contrast to that, if we look at NIO, I think they're having an increasingly great product, and more so even with the ES7 coming up. So I've posted some pictures here in the Patreon community. This is actually from an event that is not supposed to be leaked already, but there were a couple of influencers that have been invited to this remote event, as you can see, into nature. So really fitting the sustainability theme of NIO, and also NIO made camping in China quite big actually. So the Chinese are increasingly loving to explore nature, getting out of the city, and you can see that here. And that's actually pictures that have been posted by supposedly this guy, Jay in Shanghai. That's his Twitter handle. I would say go and follow him, and you can see many NIO cars, of particularly the ES7, of course, that have been shown to those influencers. And well, this is actually a Tesla guy, but he was invited by NIO as well. And let me show you more photos. I think it's increasingly looking exactly the car that NIO needed to bring out at this point in time. The interior all sleek and new, with the latest hardware finally, and also from the outside. I think this one is much better looking than actually even on the company presentation when they announced it. So really happy to see those real world footage, and also the first impressions coming out by some of those influencers and social media accounts in China, and are very positive. Some of them are saying, I'm a previous ES8 owner. This new car, it's like doing everything right that the older cars are lacking with NIO. And so, this is a great product. And so NIO is a company that really doesn't rely too much on advertisement. In fact, if you don't know that, but the NIO users, which are partly shareholders of the companies, of course, they use their own money in order to buy billboards in the big cities in China and advertise on NIO's behalf. Actually, most of NIO sales are really coming from peer-to-peer, word-to-mouth. And so with a great product like this, with the quality like that, and at a price point like this, I think this will be incredibly popular in not only China, but now in the future increasingly also in Europe, hopefully. So that's a great product, and where I'm not so concerned that will people really get to know about this product? Will they want to buy it, and so on? So even if the economic situation is really worsening there, I'm not too concerned around NIO. China already has been through a sharp lowering of the economic circumstances with the COVID lockdowns and so on, and also with the real estate crisis quite the last couple of months basically. And of course, it doesn't mean that we're completely out of it yet, but we see China stimulating the economy. And then I think even if Europe going into recession and NIO entering the European market, that is even another argument. You want to buy a car that is having the same quality feel and features, or even better features in that case actually, than the German brands, in my point of view. That's just my opinion there, at a better price, right? So not too concerned about this. Let me know in the comments how you think about it. You may have a different opinion on that, but that's just the latest wrap up here before we head into the weekend. Thank you guys for watching, and then see you in the next one.